Good day to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture, and we still take you for a journey to the highest mountains in the world and one of the most difficult one. With us is Oswald Rodrigo Pereira, a reporter but also a filmmaker in such very difficult conditions as the Himalayas. Thank you very much for being with us.
Hello.
Oswald, you always have those, I would say, two roles. First of all, when you climb, you need to climb, so you need to be strong physically, but you also have to take the footage and be able to take the photos. Please tell me, when you were climbing with Magda, did you think about reaching the summit, or did you think more? The most important thing for me is to take as much photos or as much films as possible. What was your attempt?
In professional point of view, of course, like doing proper footage and taking the best shots I could is the most important for me. But as you mentioned, I'm also a sports person. And of course, I have my ambition, but so it came to my head that it could be a nice thing to be the first Polish and also first Portuguese to be on the summit in winter. But usually, I don't think about the mountains in terms of reaching the summit or something, because my ambition is like really fulfilled when I can follow other climbers with a camera, because I know it's a hard task. I know I'm among a couple of filmmakers in the world that do this job, and I'm just happy I can somehow I created myself a job which is at the same time my passion, as and also as someone said, if your job is your passion, then you will not work any day of your life. So yeah, I can say that, but of course in my head it was this idea that it could be a nice thing to be on the summit, and also recording someone reaching the summit of K2 in winter would be probably a historic achievement as filmmakers, but it was more important for Magda. So at the moment, then when we reached Camp 1, and she was feeling very sick, and she decided to go down for me, it was obvious that I'm going down with her. And I think actually it was a decision because from the ethical and professional point of view, I had to follow her. And also I helped her to organize all the evacuation procedure, because we're evacuated by helicopters from base camp to Skardu. So for now, it's more important for me to tell the story. Maybe if I'm telling the story, it will allow me to reach summit of 8,000 there. But until then, I'm happy with what I'm doing.
And of course, in the mountains, those decisions, the process of decisions making is different, and it's less oxygen. There's adrenaline. Like looking at all of this, and looking also at deaths of people there, and being the witness of all of this, what did you learn about the human nature? What would you discover about your human nature as well, and yourself?
Well, I just first of all, when Sergi Mingote died, I was a little bit low. I was depressed because I had this idea like we are going there to celebrate life, not to lose our lives. And then you see someone falling down, and you spend 1 hour or more with this person in her agony. So I was thinking like maybe that's pointless what we are doing. But then we start talking in the base camp with other members, and we were like, Sergi wanted to transmit with his person joy, happiness. He was very strong, very mature, very responsible. And we have to follow his testimony, like we have to be the same persons. But also like the most important lesson for me was that actually you never know when is the last moment that you will see someone in your life. So basically be good to everyone, be good to the persons that you are friends with, to the persons you spend time with, because you never know if that's the last time that someone asks you to pass you a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. and you can be a good person for this friend of you, and the next day this person can die. So I think that's not something new for me, but I just felt that it's super important to be good also in the mountains, but not just in the mountains. I think it's a philosophy for the whole life.
And I would say you stopped your ambitions for more for reaching. You went down also because of the food poisoning of Magda. But you were able to see how, and also the people who made other decisions, who wanted to reach the top, or who wanted to stay there longer, who, as I understand, tell us a little bit more about those 4 people who died there.
Well, I think I created a special bond with Juan Pablo from Chile, also because of this language barrier, because he spoke Spanish, and I mean we didn't have this language barrier, and he's also he was a mountain runner. So already on our trekking to base camp, we talked a little bit. He was a very happy, very smiling person, but also very ambitious. Then Ali Satpara, which he was a legend in climbing. He also climbed with some of the Polish winter expeditions. He was always doing some jokes, like a kid, like very, very good person, very laughing. Once we organized a small birthday party for one of our friends, Noel, Hannah from Ireland, and we put some music, and Ali Satpara right there, he started dancing. I was like, he's such a good person, but on the same time, like very focused on the climbing. Then it was John Snorri from Iceland. He was second winter there, and I think he was also very determined to reach the summit. He was at K2 base camp since December, so he was a month already before us. And then the 4th person was Atanas Katov. He was very experienced, was vegan, and also very sensitive about the climate changes, about what's happening to the world. And we discussed a lot about diet, like fundamental things in life, our ideas, his beliefs. And he was also very motivated. I think what's common for all of these people is that they had a passion, and they died for this passion.
And I would say that's the punchline for us as well. To die for your passion, for some it might be ridiculous, but we have to say definitely that it's extremely brave. And I will leave you, the viewers of Poland Daily, with this message. Thank you very much for watching us.